Hello guys, welcome back. Today is lab 6 where it is our last lab. So today we're going to talk about operators in where clause, where it is between, in and like. We have group by and subqueries. So these three will be talked about in this lab. For lab 6, we're gonna use database Snowfin. Make sure you have that database. And there's a few operators in where closer that we used previously. We have equal, greater than, less than, and so on. For this lab, we are going to use between, like, and in. See. So between operator is used to select values within a given range. The values can be numbers, text, or dates. It is inclusive. Begin and end value are included. So the syntax will be select column names from table name where condition is between lower limit and upper limit. So between operator, this is the example that we can use. So you make sure you go to Snowfin database and then you select ID, product name, standard cost from product, and where standard cost is between. Make sure this is the clause that we're going to use, 2.0 and 5.25. So what it's going to do is gonna return the record which between 2.0 until 5.25. So this is like filtering out the record. So you use between to filter out the standard cost. So they return 7 row because these are the values that are between 2.0 until 5.25. So this is another example, example 2. So basically the same. You select ID, product name, category from product, where category between beverages and can meet. So just now is the cost where it is in number, but now it is in text. So you can see here the category stated are beverages and can meet. So the category between beverages and can meet. So it returns 17 rows. You can see here. And in operator, it is to specify multiple values in a where clause. It is a shorthand for multiple or condition. The syntax is select column name and from what table, and we put the condition in. We put inside a bracket value 1, value 2, and so on if you have more than 2 values. So for example, select ID, product name, is price, category from product. This is the column, and obviously from table product, where the category in is oil, sauce, or grain. So you see it's either oil, sauce, grain, sauce. Only these three in. So you can see it will return 5 rows. Next is like operator. Like operator is used in a where clause where to search for a specified pattern in a column. So the syntax, as usual, we need to select the column name and what table, and as usual, where condition, you use like and pattern. So it's two or more condition can be combined using and or operator. I hope you remember how and or works. So yeah. So for like operator, it is a wildcard that we use to substitute one or more character in a string. So wildcard often used in conjunction with the like operator. So percentage, it is to represent 0, 1, or multiple character. Underscore is to represent a single character. So from here you can see if we put A in front of this percentage, you can find any value that start with A. Or you can put something like this, B percentage it will find any value that start with B. So you see, we just define what is the first letter, the first value that start with A. Same as this one, if you put this thing in front, so it will find any values that ends with A. Unlike this one, it start with A and this one ends with A. So this one is also the same. It finds any value that have or in any position. If you find something like this, A percentage A and then percentage, then it will find any value that have A in any position. So this one, it finds, for this one underscore R percentage, it finds any value that have R in the second position. So you see, there's always letter in front, but it will find have R in the second position. So for this one, A underscore percentage underscore, it will find any value that start with A and are at least 3 characters in length. So at least, so it can be more than 3 characters, but it has to be at least 3 characters. So for this one, A percentage O, it will find any value that start with O, A, and end with O. So you see, it can be anything in any length, any value, but it's gonna return only things which start with A and ends with O. So this is for like operator. So this is the example from database Snowfin. You select ID, product name, category from table product, where category is like C, percentage, M, percentage, or category like or like underscore E percent. Okay, so we return 17 row of, you can see beverages, condiment, beverages, cereal. So you can see from here, C, it will return anything that start with C, anything that have M in the middle. So you can see here, C, M, C, M, C, C, M. Or is that here, or you can have both, like underscore E. So E, they have beverages where it's the first letter is B, but we have second letter is E. E, 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 E. Cereal. Yes. Condiment for this thing. Beverages for this thing. And cereal just now for this thing. Canned meat from this thing. And cereal for this thing. I'm sorry, just now I said it's for this one, but actually it's from underscore E, cereal, where the second letter is E. So underscore E percentage. Then we have group by. It is used to aggregate function, count, max, min, sum that we learned previously, to group the result set by one or more column. So you can see this is the syntax. Select column name from what table, and we put the condition, we state the condition, and we group by columns name and order by column name. Say we have this group by. For example, category, count ID. So this is the column name. So this is the table name. We group by category and order by category. So this is another column name. So you see here. So we group by category and we order by category. So we start from B, C in alphabetical order. So they return 16 row. As you can see from here, you already group by category and group by order by category. This is another example. Select, as usual, select the column name, and then I'm sorry, my handwriting, I'm writing using my mouse, so it doesn't really show that nice. So we count order ID, and we count the order ID from table customer, inner join, we learned from previously from lab 5, on customer is equal to order customer ID. This is when we have multiple table. So you can see from here, group order by last name and order by last name. So you can see from here, we already order by alphabetical order, A, B, E, K, and everything. So this is the order date and count order. Yes. So subqueries. Subquery is like a query inside another query. It is like a select statement and the inside select statement. It is also known as nested query. Another name for this one is nested. It can be nested query. Another name. So it has one or more select statement are nested in the where clause of another select statement. So it is to compare values with the result of another select statement. So select column name from what table and where. You can see here, the select statement is inside a parenthesis. So for outer query, it is the first select statement of a subquery. Inner query is enclosed select statement that is used for comparison. Okay. The inner query will be evaluated first, and the outer query receive the value of the inner query. So anything that's inside this inner query will be the first one that will be evaluated first, will be executed first, and then the second one will be the outer query. So outer query will be the second one. For example, select ID order date from table order, where ID employee is select ID from employee, where first name is Chen and last name is Kotas. So this thing will be evaluated first, and then they will proceed with the second select statement. So which one is outer query, which one is inner query? So like I say, inner query will be this one, all of it here, and outer query will be this one. So there are two types of subquery. It is self-contained. The inner query is logically evaluated exactly once. So correlated is the inner query of the correlated subquery is logically evaluated each time of the city retrieve a new row from the outer query. So this is for subquery under self-contained. This is example 1. So select ID, you select the column, and then from what table, where employee ID, and then you put inside here. There's a there's inside a bracket here. Select ID from employee, where first name is Jen and last name is Kotas. So you find employee, you find ID ID where their first name is Jane and last name is Kotas first. Then you have the record, and then you proceed with the second statement. So they will run this thing first, return the record, and then they find record. This will be the second statement. Where after you find this one, so where the employee ID is select ID from employee. So where employee ID is equal to this statement, and then you can proceed with this one, and then we return this thing. So you can see 31, 35, 36, 58, 62, and order date. So because we only select 2 columns from order, but then all this ID belongs to either or belongs to Jane and Kotas. So anyone name start with Jade and last name ends with Kotas, value will be written. So to this table, you can see. This is how subquery for self-contained statement. So step, it will retrieve, just like I said just now, it will retrieve the ID employee whose first name is Jane and last name is Kotas. And then it will retrieve the ID and date of the order that was handled by employee found in step 1. Yes, this is how exactly it do. So example 2 is subquery with in operator. Also self-contained. So you can see it will execute this thing first. It will find ID from very west city where the city is Redmond. So any employee with the city Redmond will be returned, and second statement will work using that value from this first statement. So it arrange order by date. So you can see here it's already arranged. This is for sorting. So it already written ID. This is for order ID. But this order was made by employee whose city is Redmond. Okay, see first step 1, retrieve the ID of the employee who is from city Redmond. So employees. So any employees with the city Redmond, they have this their ID. So we got their ID, and then we retrieve the ID and that of the order. This is ID for the order. This is for employee. So that was by handled but only found in step 1. So this is how example to explain self-contained, and now we proceed with, that's the last for our chapter 6. So we have question, we can do it during our session. I hope you guys can go through it slowly and understand it fully. Okay, that's all. Thank you. So continue with the exercise. Make sure you done all of it for you to understand, and then we find the ID, recipient name, and ship date of order, ship date of order that are shipped between January and June. So arrange the result by date in descending order. Find the first name and last name of employee. Either his first name consists of exactly 5 letters. This one is for like operator. And start with an A or ends with R, and the second letter is A. In this one N. So you can see here. So you can see start. See it have 5 consists. Or you can see a lot of things here. Make sure you being particular about this thing. Number 3 is find the product name with the highest list price in each category. Result should be displayed along with the category name. So go through this question and then make sure you email it to me. As usual, I will provide my email during our live later on. So yes, let me erase that for you to make it easier for you to look at it. Okay. Alright. I think that's all for today. Oh, we continue with question 4 and 6. So find how many type of product are supplied by each supplier company. Display the supplier ID, company, and number of product it supplied. Use aliases. Okay, remember aliases. Arrange the result by number of products supplied in ascending order. So this question 4 to 6, we're gonna use subqueries. Also, question number 5, find the ID, recipient name, and the ship date for order with status ship and were paid using credit card. We also need to find the total number of order that contain product item from the category beverages. So that's question 4 to 6.